I'm hoping you can hear me, because this is really loud in here. Acceleration on this, flipping mad. Feel that diff literally pushing you through. So welcome back to another episode of Geared, and today we are somewhere different. We are at Silverstone, but not any Silverstone, Silverstone GP. We're at the Grand Prix circuit doing the full track. Today we'll be going out and driving Danny's absolutely mega and probably one of the best currently BMW M2 competitions in the UK. The spec on this is absolutely insane. He told me earlier how much he spent on it, and I don't really want to repeat it because I was in shock. So we're going to speak to him, see what has been done with the car, and then we'll go and take it out for some laps. I hope you enjoy this one. Okay then, Danny. So this car's sort of going round a little bit at the minute.
It is, yeah.
So this is your M2 competition.
It is, yes, yeah. It's been a bit of a long journey, but it's been good. Yeah, it's finally well finished, as they say. Yeah.
So how long have you owned this?
I bought it last August, so August 2020, from Better Performance.
To look at it, the actual visuals of it, it stands out definitely.
No, it's cool now, especially with the colour change. It was black, and then I just sort of went for a bit of a colour change.
Yeah, I'll try and put some pictures in as well, so you can see what it looked like before. We go for the exterior first.
Yeah.
So a bit different. So what colour is this?
So it's called a Nezatec Khaki Green. They're an American company and they do wraps.
Okay.
So my friend Jack actually saw the colour on a GT3 in the States, sent it to me, and I was like, yeah, let's go for that colour basically.
But this isn't wrapped, is it?
This isn't wrapped, no, this is painted, yeah. So when it was in getting the interior painted after the cage, I just figured that was the best time if I was ever going to change the colour to do it then. So yeah, we went for the colour change,
Yeah, it does look good. Yeah. And what wing have we got on the back?
So we've got a Flossman M4 GT4 Wing.
Okay. That's an M4 GT4 Wing?
It is,
okay.
yes, yeah. And then that's mounted to a CSL Bootlid, like carbon fibre one.
Okay.
Which we got from, I think it's Auto ID, the guys there. So they did that for me, and they did one for their demo car, which was nice. So that was good. And then we had a few issues, obviously, like with flexing with the spoiler. So I'll open the boot and show you it from the inside. So what Pinnacle Motorsport, who they did all the cage and everything else, but we can show you that in a sec.
Well, they've done a proper job of that as well, haven't they?
They fabricated these cups, so it fixes it to the second skin. Yeah. And then my dad kindly, I said, Dad, could you do some bonding? Just run a bead of bonding around it, and then that was the finished result. So I won't be letting Dad near my car again with the bonding. So yeah, but it does the job now. It's super sturdy now, so that's good.
Happy days.
Yeah, so it worked out well. Yeah.
So I mean, if you just have a little look inside, obviously you've touched on the cage already. So this was a full strip down. Yeah, exactly that. And Dodger, the guy at Pinnacle, like, his attention to detail is great. I mean, it was a shame to paint the cage in the end because the welds are so good. But even to sort of here where the suspension is, like, he's notched this out. And then welded to the suspension mount, and then he's trimmed it and put that piece back in, so it almost looks like stock, and that goes through there. So it's nice details. And we've got a dead weight battery, save some weight. The loom was all stripped and everything by Elite Motorworks. So they did the strip of the car. It then went to Dodger at Pinnacle for the cage. Then it went to Carmelian Classics to do all the paint. Okay. And then it went back to Elite Motorworks, and they did the rebuild basically. Okay, so everyone, there was quite a few people in there. Yeah. Big build.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So just touching on the back, so we got what sort of diffuser is that?
That is, I think it's a C-Star one. I can't remember. Now, that was one of the first things I bought actually. I bought that and a splitter. The splitter lasted, I think it was 2 days. I fitted it before I went to do the North Coast 500.
Oh yeah.
And then and obliterated it immediately.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So that went, and then I ended up getting a different one. But yeah, that's I think it's C-Star or something like that.
Okay. Looks good. And you got like the rain light, but it acts as a brake light in the middle. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, and then they were reflectors. They're these Axion, delete thing for the reflectors, but the guys at Carmelian actually cut it all out, so usually that's blanked off, but they cut that all out, so at least it's sort of functioning now. And then they did the diff cooler cutouts as well.
Mega
nice. And then a full Acra as well.
Oh really?
Yeah, which is
all the way through.
Yes, yeah.
It does sound good, that.
It does, yeah. I mean, it caused a few problems first. So I put the exhaust on, and then it kept going into limp mode because of the OPF filter delete. So then I had to get it mapped, and then I had the capture plate done at the same time as well. Yeah.
So we just go around the front, because the front looks aggressive.
Yes, yeah.
Very
good, yeah. So I'll talk you around the front actually. So there's the again, while it was at Carmelian, the M2 CS brake intakes. So usually they're just bolted on at the front, a little scoop. But I said to Johnny, would he be able to like mould them in from behind? And then that was a finished article. Yeah, which I mean, he's done such a great job. A lot of people ask me if it was where did I get the bumper from? But it is just a stock comp bumper. And then a lap time performance splitter it's an extendable splitter as well.
So is that all chassis mounted as well, or?
No, it's not. No, it's just bolted underneath, but we don't have any issues with it, to be fair.
That's good.
So
that's good. And you've obviously got all the slats in the the bonnet as well. Has this all been moulded in, because this is a carbon fibre bonnet, isn't it?
Carbon bonnet, so that was all part of the bonnet. And then when I got them to spray it, I asked them to mask those up and leave them exposed. And then we've got the carbon fibre roof as well.
So these don't come with a carbon fibre roof, do they?
No. Yes, that was an extra. That was another thing where we were like, we'll take the roof off to make the cage easier. And then you're like, oh, I might as well stick a carbon roof on it.
Well, you're at it.
Exactly. So that's why it's. I mean, that's been the whole thing with the build, really. You think, I might as well do it. Everything just leads on to something else.
It's always the way.
Which, to be honest, I didn't anticipate that so much. Probably a bit naive of me. But got the plexi windows all round, other than the front. So front's just on the windscreen.
Of course.
These are plexi, and we're having a few issues with these at the minute.
Well, we're going to touch on the tape.
So that's why we've got some tape there. That just holds them in, because I was at Snet a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, where is this draft kit coming from? And then I looked up, and then the windows were doing this. So that's the job actually.
Because they're frameless, aren't they?
Yes, exactly. I mean, ideally I would get like a carbon door, but again, it's just money. So I think I will just leave it as they are and suffer the gaffer tape.
That's fair enough. So engine wise, just before we go inside, it is literally just you got like an induction, you just got filters.
It's just an induction kit. When it was tuned at Litchfield, they actually recommend that I put the stock one back on. They've done loads of different testing, and they said that actually performs better than open ones. It performs better than the Eventuri one as well. So they just say run stock. So I might go back to stock, but I'll see how I get on. But it had a map while it was there, so it's running 510 brake and 520 foot-pounds of torque, which is ample in this.
More than enough.
Exactly. And then they did the capture plate at the same time. Which is good. And then what else on the outside? I mean, I didn't touch it. It's got a Drexler as well.
So gearbox wise, got a Drexler diff.
It's got a Drexler. It's got a KMP shorter final drive. So it went from a 346 to a 41. So I made a huge difference actually. I think the theoretical top speed was 190 something, and it's now 158.
So massive difference that then.
So it gets out the corners really well.
That's good.
And then I had a KMP diff lift kit fitted as well with solid mounts. So that's why it sounds absolutely hideous. And then outside, we've just obviously got the Nitron R3s. Uniballed the front. And then drivetrain wires, a CAE shifter as well.
Okay.
Other than that, it's pretty much that's it.
That's it. So you got APs all round as well, though.
5,000 hours all round. So I did the rears more just for aesthetics more than anything else. Because I probably wouldn't notice the difference if you had stock ones, to be fair. So,
but they're good brakes. Let's just have a look at them.
Really good.
Especially the ones at the front. So what size are them?
I have absolutely no idea, Luke.
That's fair enough.
I got them from Malk Buck, and that's all I know. I have no idea on the size. I have no idea on the geo. I just give it to Ryan Day.
Yeah.
He sets it up, and I say thanks very much. And that's it. Yeah.
That's fair enough. So going onto the inside, because the inside I am like dribbling over this, mate.
It's a bit messy to be fair, but it's it's good. So we've got a SPA driver's seat, and an SPG passenger seat.
Yeah.
I would like an SPA passenger seat as well, but as most people know watching this video, they're difficult to get hold of.
Yeah.
So eventually I will get one of those. Then we've got obviously the cage as well. It's like the centerpiece.
And it's manual.
It's a manual.
Yeah. So you say it's a CAE Shifter.
CAE Shifter. Yeah, it's lovely. It's really nice. Yeah.
Okay.
We've had a few issues of it popping out of sixth under hard braking, but
okay.
Yeah, I think it just needs mounting slightly. They're quite difficult to set up. So,
yeah.
I think we still need to just sort of fine tune that, but it's fine. Yeah, you can go fifth after. As long as you don't bang it in third or first.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're happy with it, yeah?
Yeah, really happy. Yeah, it's good. It's good. And then we've got like the Pinnacle Motorsport steering wheel, which was nice. So it makes a big difference having a different wheel. Actually, it's it's a lot like the BMW ones are notoriously thick.
Yeah,
they just feel pretty dead. So it's nice to have like a thin wheel again.
Yeah.
And then we've got the AIM dash. So
it's nice. That is.
Put the key in there. If you press the start button.
Yeah.
And there you see that lights up.
Nice.
Yeah, and then so it's got built-in shift lights at the top.
Yeah.
And then I had a shift light module fitted, and that is now set up as like predictive lap time.
Oh right.
So each light is 0.1 of a second. So if it's green, then you're 0.1 up in that section. If it's red, you're 0.1 down. Yeah.
Okay.
It's quite handy. It just gives you a visual check. You sort of know if you're on it or not, which is good.
Nice one.
I think that's inside. That's probably other than like the carbon door panels. So when we stripped obviously the windows out, we took all the motors out and everything.
Yeah.
And then we cut all of the door out. So we saved, I think it was 27 kilos between both doors.
Okay. So how much does this weigh now? You touched on it
half
earlier.
the tank is 1390.
Yeah. So
it's shed quite a bit of weight from stock. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like over 200 kilo from stock. Yeah.
Yeah, I think stock is sort of. Sure, it's like 1580. It's something around there. It's high 15s.
Social media wise, so socially
inept 86.
Okay. Yeah. I'll leave.
I thought it was fun at the time. I think I'm just a bit of an idiot. Yeah. But yeah, no. So that's the social media.
Yeah, we won't mention how much you spent on it, mate, because I was in shock when you told me earlier.
Yeah, my partner might watch this.
No, we won't mention it. But like, it's probably, as I said at the start of the video, it is probably one of the best spec M2 competitions in the UK at the minute.
No,
it's definitely up there and draws a lot of attention. It looks mega, mate. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to you getting out in it as well, actually. Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Good. Yeah.
Okay then. I'm hoping you can hear me because this is really loud in here. The BMW M2 competition. We've got to do a few laps, get them tyres warmed up because we're on Dunlop Direzzas DZ03Gs. And we forgot to mention, we got the ST45 pads in, what are used in the British touring cars. Braking power already, I'm not even leaning on the brakes yet, and they're absolutely stopping so well. It is very, very spiky. With these having a 3 litre twin turbo, them turbos are working together and giving you your torque pretty much straight away. That shorter final drive is definitely more suited to shorter circuits. But turning really good. Obviously I'm not gonna really press on this because this car is so expensive with all the stuff that it's had done. But one lap of Silverstone GP is nearly 4 miles long. how fast that was then. Really nice and stable under braking as well. Been a while since I've done Silverstone, so bear with. Feeding that power in now. Oh, the brakes pulling my face off. You can leave it, that's in 5th gear now. That short of final drive really making that difference there. On this, flipping mad. Everything like the Evo 7 that I drove Bob's, everything, you can just feel it all working together. Steering feel is actually really good for it being a newer BMW. That's 6th gear already. 146 miles an hour. But it's chewing through them gears so fast. Really nice and stable. Feels very in control, me in the car, and this is what you get when you plough a lot of money into making a road car into a race car. Right over, get turning in. Whoa, a bit too wide there. Always think that corner is a lot wider than it actually is. Yeah, tyres are really starting to come on now. Really feel it gripping. Feel that diff literally pushing you through. Then bends. What an amazing machine this is. Whoa. Absolutely love it. CAE Shifter is really nice. Going slotting straight into gear, exactly where you want it to every time. Wow. I mean, we'll call that a day. We're just getting going, just getting into momentum. It is a red flag now, unfortunately. I mean, as I said, if anything, the short of final drive probably isn't as suited for this track, but things like Cadwell, Snetterton, Donington, that is so much better. This is a long track. You got some long straights here. I think we're touching 150 mile an hour at some points down the straights. You know, you can't do that at many other places. But what a machine. Money well spent, I'd say so. I'd say so. Massive thank you to Danny for letting me out in his pride and joy. You know, I really appreciate people who want me to take the cars out and let me take the cars out. So I just want to say thank you to Danny. Don't forget to give him a follow on Instagram, and hope you did enjoy the video, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Cheers.